nitrogen installation, auto body repairs, authorized agent for all major insurance, windshield replacement, wrecking service, parts and accessories. SMR Enterprise Chaguanas. Telephone 665-3377 or email warriorregis@yahoo.com. Open Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Warrior Regis and Company Limited.
Come to Sheltec for your everyday gaming needs. Get your eShop, PSN, Roblox, and Steam cards. Also get the latest PS5, PS4, Xbox, and Switch games. We have everyday specials, 2 for $500 on games for everyone. Shop online at sheltechelectronics.com and get even more discounts. Visit us at 11 to 13 Frederick Street, Capital Plaza, Port of Spain. Come to Sheltec for your everyday gaming needs.
It's a face-off. A face-off between some of the best old-school DJs of this era. On Saturday, 1st October, Yoke Incorporated hosts the Clash of the Titans. Clash of the Titans. At the Garden Sanctuary Center of Excellence from 10 p.m. Featuring Sensational Sammy, Kabuki, Dr. Ross, and the hitman Howie T.
Cherish every moment that you're around.
Patrons will be entertained with hit after hit after hit from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Free cocktails served before midnight. Advance tickets are $200. Available at Cachet, Diamonds by Sarah, Bobby's Bar Curette, Crosby's, Mart's Liquor Palace, Sensational Sammy Seafoods, plus online at suntix.com or call 776-1032.
Can't feel myself, I don't want nobody else to ever love me.
Clash of the Titans. Clash of the Titans. October 1st, Garden Sanctuary.
M104.7 FM, the official station of Clash of the Titans.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams, Michael Kerr, and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team on M104.7 as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday on M104.7 FM. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
Home is where you can foster new memories, where you can rejuvenate. Home is where love is, a peace of mind. Home is a house with a land to expand. Home is at the serene Guacano Park or the gated sanctuary of Ella Vista Gardens. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, indoor laundry, and private parking. Starting at $1.275 million, Home is DG Homes, Sangre Grande, 691-5659, 721-9186 or 379-8999. DG Homes, modern and luxurious living for all.
Chinese and Ari Restaurant number 67 Western Main Road, James, opposite Standard. For breakfast daily, Monday to Sunday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. On the menu, sada roti, Friday, roast beef, pie, coffee, tea, Milo, vegetable pizza, pancakes with assorted vegetables. Lunch specials daily from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Chicken pilau, $25. Assorted lunch from $25 to $40. Soup specials and crab and dumpling. Delivery of food available. Dinner a la carte on the pavement from 6 p.m. until burgers, chicken sandwich, hot dogs, fries and chicken, nuggets, shrimp burger, gyros, and anything else you can think about. Call 382-9347 to place your orders 7 days a week.
Resal's Funeral Home Company Limited. Services include cremation, burial, embalming, human remains repatriation, tents, and grave markers. At Resal's Funeral Home, you can stay in the comfort of your own home and be assured that all your funeral needs are met, from the time your loved one passes on to the day of burial or cremation, which simply means we do registration, acquire death certificates, and much more. We are on call 24 hours, 350-3626 or 218-5104.
Hyde and More 104.7 FM presents Libras Night. Libra's Night, Color of Love, on Saturday, 8th October at the Police Mess in James with your DJs, Dr. Ross, Beats by Robin, Kevin Baker, Shotmaster J, Joe Grind, DJ Warrell, Rise International, and the boss of old school, Dr. High. Saturday, 8th October, the Police Mess St. James comes alive. Advance tickets $100. At the door, you pay more. Get your advance tickets now at ticket outlets, Bobby's Bar Curel, La Luna Bar Aruka, Fouts Barbershop Mover, Shell Tech Electrical, Capital Plaza, the Police Mess St. James, Sama Crew, San Juan, Hunties Fast Food, Mova Leventil, and Barataria. Saturday, 8th October, we're heading to the Police Mess for Colors of Love. For Color of Love. All other zodiac signs, come celebrate with the Libras.
Fast wine, fast wine, fast wine. Fast wine, fast wine, fast wine.
Color of Love.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith. The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
Never know how time until me see me granny cut the toothpaste too. Where we are gonna do? I really want to know what we are gonna do. Spend a bag of money pan school fee. What that thing if the pick me no pass? Where we are gonna do? Not nice. Where we are gonna do? Trinidad. We suffering every day.
Stand your ground. Push back.
Get on you where we are gonna do. We work hard all week and the money when we make up we send we back at work. Where we are gonna do? Society where we are gonna do. Well I know, no for we there so I suffer long time. But we never give up, yeah we never stop trying. Now we living in a perilous time. Dog I'm blind a lead line up. Shall know say that system ya set away and nobody no cater fi none away. And we bounce so we want and care. But at the prison and the earth them set fi way. We suffering every day, cause life so messed up me brother. But where we a go do? Get on you where we a go do? We work hard all week and the money where we make up we send we back at work. Where we a go do? Society where we a go do? Oh Lord. Mount that time and me priest if you run away. Left ya so and go somewhere far away. But the only reason make me no left yet. I true me not no way fi go some might as well me stay. But me happy wonder where we a go do. Government tell me where we a go do. Me want go easy but even that hard fi do. We suffering every day, cause life so messed up, me brother. But where we a go do? Get on you where we a go do? We work hard all week and the money where we make up we send we back at work. Where we a go do? Society where we a go do?
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
mad. Now we going mad. Cause they destroying Trinidad. Tax people money only wasting, and the poor people them keep suffering. Hey, politician, now we going mad. They destroying Trinidad. Politician, now we going mad. Look how they destroying Trinidad. Tax people money only wasting, and the poor people them keep suffering. Hey, hey, politician, now we going mad. Look how they destroying Trinidad. Tax people money only wasting, and the poor people them keep suffering. Hey, hey, hey. Oh yeah, race, killing, power, money, fame, the roads, the water, hungry unemployment with the money spent. A lot to rig, propaganda and health. Everybody now want to throw in the belt. Only God.
Oh boy, 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 oh boy.
By the media, money talks, me say bull.
Pleasant good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check. It's approximately
we go see what life really.
Nice.
Baphomet.
It's approximately
the unruly's only killing Rasta.
29 minutes past the hour, 6 o'clock.
They want only time to tell them all them under. Mad.
And you're listening to the Ground Report on 104.7 More FM throughout Trinidad and Tobago.
Look how they're destroying Trinidad. Tax people money.
Yes, you also listen to the Ground Report on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube. Yes, when you leave your cars, your maxis, can't get us on radio, direct radio. You have a family member away. Yeah, you have a lot of foreigners listening to this program. Well, foreigners as in Trinbagonian foreigners that have a special interest in what's going on home here and want in any way, even if while they're there, making their boisterous input on the ills of our country at this point in time. So let me say a pleasant good morning to all who log on to us on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube, and all of you out there in the diaspora, whether it be there in Europe, Canada, America, South America, Guyana, all of there in South America, Guyana down there. Yeah, we have people in Belize there, Central America all there. Yeah, we have plenty Caribbean countries, man. Guyana, Grenada, St. Vincent, Jamaica. Real people locks on to the Ground Report. They say it's the only informative program, truthful program, brave program that coming out and standing up as the fourth pillar of democracy and letting the people know as is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And the evidence to that is, we've seen any lawsuit in all what we bringing forward to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. We get any lawsuit yet? Any definition suit? You get that yet?
And I try to compare.
Based on the information that we are bringing with flaming people or the flaming situation, no. Up to now, we ain't get that yet. You know why? Because we bring the truth. But what they're doing, what is their new strategy? Their new strategy, yes, let me, yeah, we gotta get warm up, man.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, let me say thanks very much to Director Cuff. And man, we are almost back there when it coming to our clips, video clips, when it coming to everything. And the standard that you all know and grow to love, everything is coming in place, but everything takes time when you're broken, when you have no money. It is what it is. Who gonna sue for saying that? Nobody can sue. If I say all are we hungry, if I say every government institute in this country not working, if I say the roads bad and it have craters and not pothole, if I say the flooding situation in this country is at the worst, if I say the crime situation bad, people 400 and murdered by now, and the end of the year might be 800. If I say that is where they're saying it's about 6 something it could be. What are we saying? What are we doing that is contrary to any citizen that are listening to this program, The Ground Report, to hate us, vex with us, scold us, some people curse us. When all we are doing is bringing forth the issues, real life issues, the bread and butter issues in which the poor people that don't have a voice with mainstream media but have a voice right here on the one only mainstream media, 104.7 More FM, The Ground Report. Director Cuff, I want to test something, boy. Let them hear what the man did it. He said he will take the money from the country, give it to the rich, in order for the people, the rich, to give we the poor. Rowley here with this partner. Pay them here with this not partner. Only give the money to the rich and you what to do with it. They're going to Jamaica, Guyana, and they're going all over with money to invest it on them other countries' nationals. And we the rich and gain we nothing. They never used to give me anything. There was always greedy because watch. Food prices skyrocketing. Nobody ain't taking the hit. Them rich people and them business people and them, especially the 1% them. Them ain't no belly for the government. What everybody doing? Everybody raising the prices. Because of the inefficiency of this government, everybody raising, all them business people raising the prices and doing what they want to the poor people. Them and all those have the belly to tell well, who are they buying from? Who are they buying all the rice from? Hey, and they raise the rice. What? The big groceries are they say, why? We're not buying that rice. The people don't want that rice. But what the big groceries is do? They're taking the rice still, then they're going and raise the rice on the shelf. Nobody don't want to stand up for we. All realize that? We in this thing alone. The poor people are in this thing alone. Nobody has our backs. Trying to go we in this thing alone. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. A new one here. Let me.
Well, that is so cliched. I'm not really trying to interfere with the bridge between the rich and the poor because there's nothing wrong with the rich getting richer, but the poor must come out of poverty. Right? So
well, that's kind of bridging the gap,
that is the equation. It's not a seesaw where one has to go down for the other one to come up. You have to find a way that you encourage the rich to get richer, because in getting richer, they create opportunities for the poor. Opportunity. And of course, if one wants to take advantage of opportunities that are made available, one has to prepare oneself, right? To make the sacrifice, to make the effort, because out of effort will come reward. So it's not a simple up and down situation. It is that you have a target of ensuring that no one is left behind and that there's opportunity for everyone to move up.
One of the things
oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Thanks again, Director Cuff. It have been long, but with God, by God, all is possible. Let's see, let me hear. I want to see more things. Let me try something else again.
I want to tell you something. I'm from Mason Hall in Tobago. Mason Hall very close to Liquor 2. The last time I was put out of anywhere for anything, the person who put me out regretted it. Remember I was in the cabinet? I took issue over the behavior of Calder Hart and Utica. And what happened to me? I was put out of the cabinet. The person who put me out regretted it.
Oh boy, 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 oh boy. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, it has been long. I'm gonna try something else again.
I see hate. Mr. Speaker, I see bitterness. Mr. Speaker, I see acrimony. Mr. Speaker, I see animosity. And Mr. Speaker, I see a man completely out of control. Completely out of control, Mr. Speaker. That is what I see. And that problem is not a new problem to me, you know. I was aware of the tendency for the honorable to go out of control since 1987. Argue your case. Everybody has a chance to do it. But not like my good friend. The minute you oppose my good friend, Mr. Speaker, the minute you oppose my good friend, he gets very, very angry. And if you oppose him strongly, Mr. Speaker, he becomes a raging bull. And that is what this government is not prepared to act. That is what it was. We just were not prepared to accept that.
Oh boy, 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 oh boy. Well, while Director Cuff, I go say welcome back to Trinidad and Tobago. While Director Cuff handling his stories there, Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. What says thou? What's on the front burners? What's trending at this point in time? Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, we've got to do. Because I ain't getting Lennox Smith. The lines are open, the numbers to call 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120, 239-5120, or give us a WhatsApp calls only, all WhatsApp calls. Oh, WhatsApp call to 366-3053. And I for the poor people, man. 36 and all the foreigners. 366-3053. The lines are open. Good morning, caller. Where are you calling from?
Morning to the big good man.
Yes, pleasant good morning to you.
Yeah, morning to Mikey, morning to Cuff, morning Trinidad and Tobago. And those clips that they play there, the boy and these political leaders in this country, all them leaders did something else, you know. Now, what's going on with Duke now? Duke keeps saying that Farley was this and Farley was that, and Farley was ungrateful and he's a mafia. These are all kind of things. But you put the man there, you know all the time that he was this, and you still put him there, just like when Manen know that Rowley wasn't a fit person, but you take him and you put him down in the Martin down there, and you come and you win everything. If you a leader and you see somebody, a position somebody, you see they are not capable, you know they're wicked, you know they're bad, you know they're not good. Why put them up for the people to face? All of them is a set of jokers, so I don't want to hear none of them. I look to listen.
Thank you very much, brother La Hoqueta. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Morning caller, where are you calling from? Let's hear, where are you calling from?
Yeah, morning Andy, morning to the ground report. The whole team there, I'm calling from the Labrie area. What is the situation there with the Prime Minister and the Energy Minister? Are they still out of the country?
If what?
the whereabouts of the Prime Minister and the Minister of Energy.
Well, the talk is out of the country. The talk is most likely they might be in. That the talk again. That is just alleged talk on the ground out there that they in blue, orange clothes. That like was Sanford. So Ellis Sanford was wearing now.
Yeah, that was Alan Sanford, the T20 man.
Yeah. So the talk, but if we see them back, we know that the talk wasn't truth. But I hear we may not see them back no time soon. That's why I hear. But if we see them back, well, we know we have to continue the fight. It means that rumor is just that. It's just a rumor. That's just the talk.
Yeah, well, some does have a truth to the other end. But what I'm saying is, if it's truth and if they're in orange suit, well, they deserve it because they wouldn't put them in orange suit just like that. They have to do something to deserve it. They deserve wearing the orange suit.
I understand.
So if they are in orange suit, well, so be it. And that will be a relief to the country and all who...
That could be embarrassment. Oh, God.
Well, it will be embarrassment for
the country?
For the supporters, not for the country. It would be a good because it would be justice. You understand? And whoever did the same, well, the same should go.
The same, not should, the same have to go to everybody. All. Whether you're a PNM politician, a UNC politician, or a PDP politician, all the pen, all the hand in the cookie jar, make jail. It is what it is.
Yeah, I don't care who the hell you are. Once you do wrong, you have a price to pay. And if that is the price, well, so be it. That would be a good example. So, have a good morning and let's wait and see what develops. Take care.
Nice. Thank you so much. Oh boy. What's on your front burner this morning, Trinidad and Tobago? The lines are open. I'm going to give each and every one of you new callers the numbers. Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to Tobago. Hey, but you know I say morning to all maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers. Good morning to you. To all senior citizens, a pleasant good morning to you. To the physically challenged disabled people, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting our sister Isle Tobago. Yes, to all Tobagonians, a pleasant good morning to you. I must say a pleasant good morning to all loyal listeners. You hear that? Callers, well-wishers, supporters, critics, haters, most importantly to all stakeholders, patriots, Trinbagonians, people that will put themselves, their family, their God first before the race, religion, and the politics. You are the people that will make the difference. A pleasant good morning to you.
Trinidad
and Tobago.
Trinidad
and Tobago.
Stand your ground. Push back.
Again, I don't agree with that caller there. He say on Facebook, I ain't seen no Anil. Yes, Anil is saying I think Duke was holding back Fali, so let him go his way and let Fali do his work. That's wrong. Only we must always. That's wrong. Here why? Fali the chief secretary of Tobago. There is nobody to hold back Fali from doing his work. The evidence is clear that Fali is in charge. Watson is the deputy secretary. Watson was not even self in Tobago. What work, Anil, that Watson out of the way that Fali could do, when all along Watson was leaving Fali and them to handle their stories. So he getting blame for leaving Fali them to handle the stories and not micromanaging, because that is what it was going on. micromanaging them. So Anil, you're wrong. With this bacchanal, what you're supposed to say is, well, now with this, Fali will organize and do his work. That is supposed to say. Right, Anil? That is the facts. That come like, you know what that come like, Anil? That come like you're blaming Kamla Prasad for the state of this country at this point in time. That come like you and everybody else in Trinidad and Tobago at this point in time, where healthcare system bad. When you talk to people, hear them. The opposition this, if the opposition that, the roads bad, Kamala this, Kamala that. Agriculture sector bad, everything is working, and all you're still hearing is Kamala this, opposition that. That's where it come like you're doing the Anil. In Trinidad and Tobago, the box stops with Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. In Trinidad, I'm going to come to Tobago Affairs, the box stops with Fali at this point in time. Not Watson. Watson never showed interest in being the chief secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly. From day one, he promoted Fali, and that is a fact. He never showed interest. He never undermined Fali. He never attacked Fali in all the billing of the PDP political party, and that is a fact. We must bring truth to order. So Watson Duke was never in charge of Tobago. From the time Fali Gus Chavez or whatever was sworn in, the buck stops with him. Don't do like the rest here in Trinidad, that everything that go wrong in Trinidad they saying Kamala and the UNC. Don't do that. If something going wrong in Tobago, don't say the PNM and don't say Watson. Yeah, thanks so much for understanding, Anil. Be right back. Well, I understand, and that's facts, Anil. If Watson was part of the gritty, Anil, think about it. We must use common sense. Common sense was made before book, If Watson was playing a role in what's going on in Tobago, Aku would have never been able to jump up against him because he'd have been there. He'd have been able to see. He'd have been able to realize that Fali was operating a coup on him. That be real. If Watson was there in the nitty-gritty of things, and when I say about the reach where he coming out to organize and do video and whatever, because he there in the nitty-gritty, he could watch them in the face and tell them, "Why, organize and we are 20-something Tobagonians home. Let me organize and bring them home," because they could have sit down and talk and end the meeting and caucus over it. So the fact is, Watson left Fali from day one to do what he have to do for Tobago. That is facts. So Trinidad and Tobago common sense was made before book. So let's do the right thing. Let's go to the lines. Let me say a pleasant good morning to all Tobagonians again. And to all the new callers, you all make your call. Don't dig no horrors. Nobody would not bat down, embarrass, or put all in place based on all your contribution. Your contribution is your contribution, and anybody gain personal of your contribution, they'll be cut off with immediate effect and maybe even banned. Morning caller, where you calling from, or what's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
Good morning, Andy. I am calling from La Hoqueta, concerned citizen.
Go ahead, concerned citizen.
Right? The government say they have no money to pay the retirees of MPS company. Yet it is alleged that they bought a convent in San Fernando and they're converting it over to a family court. They have started the magistrate court and it is just there hanging up. Nothing. So this is my contribution for the time being. Thank you.
Not spending money direct on the people. What they remember, they're still thieving that they make the money. So they're spending the money out, but it's not going directly to us. It's indirectly, like that's where we talk about it. Right now, how things are, the waste of time programs, the programs we're causing millions of dollars that really makes sense right now. As such, like as the highway to nowhere and many other things that not making sense. This government only spreading out we money in places that we are no need right now. Like for instance, all our fireworks and thing, Independence Day. Come on, man. 60th birthday, 60th birthday, over $10 million spent on what? We must watch. We money boss in the sky. Bow 1 million. Bow 2 million. Bow 3 million. Bow. And we hungry. We hungry. We not the money to carry and we went to school and them thing. Books, school shoes, bags, textbooks. The government parties is mixed. It's mad. That money they spend it for a family court down there at this point in time is it's not necessary. What most important is those bad roads, those craters that when people driving the road and kill other people, the flooding situation, the high cost of living. The next very most important thing is the crime situation. For God's sake, your detection rate and all that boy. Them people and them so brave. You're dead anyway. I know what? They know they could come and kill you and they're not going to suffer no consequences because the detection rate in this country is 0.00000. But let me just say the fact is they are spending the money where they want to spend it, where is to make sure that it go back in the finances' hands. It is what it is. You ain't see no money spending in any way to directly needy people. Like for instance, I would organize come up with a $2 billion budget however and start back the economy with build homes, build houses. That now will go be plumbers out, this out, that out. Now it's more people on the road. Thing, just heat up the economy. Spend money to create employment. Them spending money to fill their 1% and their family and their friends' finances pocket. The 3 F's. I'm gonna come into Tobago. All right, Fali, I'm out. As I say, I want the both of them fellas and them to go in a room and all of them come together and put the differences aside and organize and get down to the people of Tobago business. Work. So now I see, or all of us see, that Fali have all that belly, Duke have all that belly. Look how they're fighting each other. So we know all the two of them are fighting them. We want to see that fight directed to central government that keeping back the progress, that PNM central government that keeping back the progress of Tobago, employment of Tobago, grants in Tobago, the transformation of Tobago. The PNM central government is keeping back all of that. So now the head of the THA, led by the second head, which is Watson Duke, because he's the deputy chief secretary. So let me say it the other way. The head, led by the head Fali Agos and his deputy Duke. You all need to get more boisterous. You all need to mobilize the people. All they just can't stand there, stay dead and PNM and gain only nothing. I went to Begonians, come to all the excuses. Central government and get running nothing. This ain't happening, that ain't happening. But all your pussyfooting with everything out there, dancing with the president. All they had time to go and trim and look like sweet boys, young boys. All this done, pimping, kingpins, or wherever. No. Fali, the honeymoon over. You're done married. The girl makes sure she locks she scenes. Now it's time to get down to work. We fed up on you talk. Yes, a man could real talk and we don't want to talk. Action speaks louder than words. You feel your talk, you catch everybody, Fali. No. Your action will catch me. Because as I say, and I will keep watching, since that secret meeting with Rowley, Fali, you's a change man. You not say nothing about the PNM. All right, the lines are open, Trinidad and Tobago. Let's see if Lennox Smith there yet. Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. Still not there. The lines are open. Morning caller. Where are you calling from?
Morning, Andy, Lennox, Scoff, and Mikey K. Andy, what is the role of the Coast Guard and Air Guard, boy? What really going on?
To protect the borders.
Yeah, but like something wrong. It alleged that a young fisherman, yesterday I heard it on I think it's Ian Allen, the man went out to catch some fish, his livelihood, but he went all alone, and the pirates and them hold him up. They took away the engine from the boat. Just imagine you taking away a man's engine from the boat and you left him out there, and apparently he had to jump out of the boat at a ledge, and he took the net thinking that he will cross, he will go across safely, not knowing that the neck he tangles up in the net, and they found his body later. What's really going on in this country? The pirates distressing us all, and the Air Guard and the Coast Guard, nothing. They're not securing the borders. The government not putting things in place for that. Just distressing and destroying people's lives. It's disgusting now. Something has to be done. PNM, the government, or you just go from here now. All you get out from this place now, all you distressing us all. Oh God. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, next caller. Morning caller, where are you calling from?
Morning, Takarigo. Why Roger and them don't shut down the country now? Call a big march for the nonsense that this government is doing to the people. But people are talking. Roger and them only seen down now. If Kamala was in power, they would have been pulling mannequins all over the place. They would have been marching. They would have been smoking up the place. Why they don't shut down the country? Why they call a island-wide shut down? Why they don't do that? Stand up for the people. But every dog had a bone.
Thank you very much. Morning caller.
Good morning, Andy, Lennox, Cuff. Welcome back, and Mikey, and to everybody out here. Andy, before I forget, on Tuesday night, you know, the UNC had their budget presentation, the conversation that they usually have. Mr. Ved Siraram was there. Andy, I wish you could get that clip and play it. Here, a man. He put everything in perspective of what it is going on in this country. It was a really, really nice speech by Mr. Ved. You understand? And if I wish you would get it and play it and let people hear what it is this man had to say concerning the economy of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension the rest of the world. It was really, really informative. Now, Paula May Weeks, this woman have no shame. You drop the flag, you drag the flag, you did everything to the flag with that merit list, and you go in Parliament to advise the parliamentarians? You have no moral authority, ma'am. None whatsoever. You should have declined to go there that day. The opposition never had a chance to get on like Wajang in the Parliament. Never. You understand? If Rowley and his bunch of brigands did that. Rowley always want to meet somebody on the pavement. He always want to kick somebody with his special shoes, right? It's he you should have been referring to, not anybody else. But you see, people have a habit in this country. They cannot bash the PNM without bringing the UNC into it. And the UNC not even in office. The UNC not even a part of the economy or anything in this country. But they always have to bring the UNC into it. Right? And she not only once did she drag the flag, you come back again. You come back again. You this is about the third time you did it. Once is a mistake, twice is a habit. You understand? You did it for independence, and now you come again. Nobody wants to hear you, and I'm praying for the day that you would pack your Georgie bundle and leave this country. Go from here, right? because you're not doing anything that is worthwhile for the people of this country. Only sounding like an empty dustbin, banging on the pavement, looking for relevance. But a birdie whispered into my ear, Andy, is it true that Suzette Lauer coming to take over? I don't know. She's a deputy political leader that wasn't fired. But let me tell you something. Both of them wrong. Both of them wrong. And as you said this morning, they could have sit down behind closed doors and trash it out. And now he has resigned as deputy chief secretary. What that proven? But you know, Andy, you used a remark during the course of this week that when Orville London was there, he got everything that he wanted from central government. You know why? Because look at the two finance ministers we had, Winston Dukaran and that Hawaii man, Larry Hawaii. They were mild-mannered people, not ignorant and aggressive like Imbot, who feel he owns everything, who feels the money in the treasury belonged to him. And they were sharing it equally. They were giving them what they had to give them. Orville London didn't have no problem. Nobody tried to play man and say that Munilal and them aggravating him. Right? Everything they wanted, they got. But you see, they're giving this set a hard time to get money. And they know why. They know why. Because they want to make the rich richer and let the poor suffer all the way. And you know what was even more distasteful? That lady, that Natalie, whatever her name is, she agreed with Rowley. Yeah, that makes sense to make the rich richer. That make a lot of sense. And La Hoqueta, you were right this morning. Some of the people that these leaders are choosing are deplorable. When that incident happened in 1986 in Diego Martin, Manning should never have brought Rowley back into the fold. Take care, guys, and have a good morning. Thanks a lot.
Before you go, Tell me. I like what you said there, so I want you to help me break down the city people of Trinidad and Tobago. All right. Watson, at the end of the day, resigned, as you just mentioned, as deputy political, as deputy chief secretary, right? What I was trying to tell you people is, although he was the deputy chief secretary, he wasn't there functioning in the role anyhow, and the box still stopped. The box still didn't stop with Fali. Talk to them.
Yes, it stopped with him. It stopped with him, Andy. I agree. And I saw very often we hear Mikey keep saying, these are newbies. You never mind, you didn't have much of a say in whatever you were there before, but you should have stayed there and guide them. Don't leave them to sink or float on their own. So they were doing their own thing. You leave and you come down to Trinidad. You come to fix Trinidad. Who fixing what's going on now in Tobago? Who fixing it? You understand? You should have stayed there. You should never have leave Tobago and come down here or go anywhere. Stay there until after a year, Andy. See that they were all settled and everything. Because if they are making mistakes now, they are newbies, right? And you left them on their own. You all should have sat down together and run that THA. Don't leave it for one second.
And Mr. Cruz. And
yes,
if Tobago not getting, because Tobagoans are complaining, they're still waiting for the house grants. The people by the airport, 10, 12 people, 15 people still waiting to see how they can get that support. Yes, they had to move, but at least they get some decent something to go the way, because that was signed off before this act, right? The people waiting for employment, they're waiting to see Tobago transform. Who the buck stops with to do the transformation, open their mouth and fight for what the people of Tobago want? Who the buck stops with?
The buck stopped with Fali. He should have seen about it. But then again, Andy, when the people were protesting, where was Duke? Why didn't they go out? He was in Trinidad, mashing up UNC flag.
He learned a lesson with that.
Both of them to be blamed.
Maybe they take we warning.
Both of them.
Both to be blamed. Both to be blamed.
Both of them to share equally, because instead of you fixing Tobago, you come down here to fix Trinidad. Trinidad, I mean, yes, we need fix it, but we have come down here to fix it. We didn't need you. Look at what happened now with Tobago. Let me tell you something here. Last night, Ava McCall did a live. I don't know, but I saw it last night. I don't know when. And here in the band, she spoke out. She and another young lady, I think it's next McCall as well. They spoke out about what it is going on. And you have to agree with some of the things. I was really nice to hear Miss Mother Bernie yesterday. You understand? When all these people, Silver Fox and everybody begging them, let us have a talk. Let us get together. All you wait till it reaches stage. No, I hear the man. I hope and I pray that they fix this thing soon and they get back, they start doing for the people of Tobago what they were supposed to do for them. Thanks a lot, Andy, and have a good morning.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, just know that. Go ahead, caller. And tell us something. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning again, Andy. Me a second time. Yeah, the amount of money, right? Now, when you go to the pump to put gasoline or diesel, you have to pay a tax, right? To fix the road, to maintain the road. The road deplorable all over the island. Money spent on some highway to nowhere, all that. So I think that it's high time that the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister, either one, give the country a proper explanation as to where that money gone, right? What they do with all that money.
I agree with you 100%. Where that road tax money gone, what's all they doing with it, why the road so bad? Because every time we put gas, we supposed to be money supposed to be going to that. This last call here, by the meanwhile, we call it on. Foreign caller, you go ahead.
Andy, the people missing the point what Duke was talking about, Andy. Andy, Duke hurt. Duke hurt because the way of Farley undermined him, Andy. This is not no.
Oh yes, use the Tobagonian foreigner. Use the Tobagonian foreigners, and you very close with plenty people in Tobago there. So give us an idea of what it is that the talk and the tongue in Tobago is with why this reach where it reach. Tell us.
And the contract that Farley gave out to Ricky Nanan and all those fellas, people ain't talking about that. They're talking about you.
Oh good, Ricky Ragunanan. Die.
Well, he get contract.
Farley get all of them contract and thing. Die PNM people.
You like it, but okay then. Case done. Duke hurt.
Because Duke can't give nobody contract. The buck stops with Farley.
Okay.
So real Trinidadian PNM finances getting contract from Farley.
But that is all going on.
Okay.
That is all going on. And the guys come home and go and protest. I feel sorry for the people. And the people is be home drinking rum. I was in Faizabad.
Yeah, you travel and come back to protest with us. Yes.
I walk from the President House to the Red House. I'd be all over. I feel sorry for the people, and I feel sorry. But the people even sorry for themselves. Everybody that talking, they don't come out and protest. They will come, I fly and come home to help the people. Farley is not good. Farley is a snake. Duke hurting. Farley is no good, brethren. Farley is no good. Don't get tired up. Farley is no good.
All right, my fellow Tobagonian foreigner.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, real talk. Yeah.
You hearing that, Lennox Smith? Let me access some Lennox Smith, because remember you are more experienced than me in various things. When it comes to giving, whether it be that is a ledger, whether it be Ricky Ragunanan, whether it be all the PNM contracts, when it comes to them people getting contracts, would it be Duke the person had the power to do that, or is it Farley or Gus had the power to do that? I just want that clear on that.
Well, it's clear the chief secretary is the man at the wheels, and the buck stops with him. And of course, that was pretty much enunciated by the former deputy chief secretary, who now has resigned the position and retains, of course, the party, the PDP. He says he goes with the party, but he sits opposite the present executive, and he will continue to monitor. But he did say that he talked about 75 billion, I think 60 million, and 1 or 2 other millions to contractors that are alien to Tobago, or
Farley let all that money pass by.
Or did not rope in new players altogether, which of course is a tremendous concern to him, Duke. Whether you see it as a masterful political move, or you see it as someone who has surrendered his role and responsibility, or indeed has given in to a more emerging, more powerful foe or colleague. That is left to be seen. But the decision made, I think it was not an easy one. And then, of course, he said, pulling up the rear, that he will fight. Yes, he'll continue to fight, but he will monitor what is happening in the THA and acting as a opposition. Let me put it that way, to make certain that they do the right thing. And calling, of course, Farley a neophyte, let me put it that way. And then, of course, he will contest, because we know that Duke met with us. Remember, we met. We could say that now. I think let's make sure we put everything on the table. We met with him very early in the administration. In fact, one of the first persons I believe he met with would have been the Ground Report.
In Trinidad, remember I told him that in Trinidad, Mandela Park.
At Mandela Park, yes, indeed.
Go ahead, Lennox.
Both three of us, Andy, Mikey, myself, and of course, and was Duke. He came there in his track pants and so on. Was a very cordial and casual way, I should say, event, but very frank. And he did speak about his foray into Trinidad. We did advise that he should focus on Tobago and the 2 seats, because that has not yet been solidified. But we agreed with him that if he is in Trinidad, he will be focusing on Port of Spain and the local government elections. And we thought it was a fair position, having regard to the fact that the PNM has dominated the capital city, where the Port of Spain Corporation happen to be, or vice versa. And therefore, once that is so, and not interfering with anything else, then we had no qualms. But what we had concerns about is that you would have left Tobago all entirely, and whether or not you could struggle both. That is to say, to still manage the situation in Tobago and gain and make sure you consolidate those 2 seats on the national scale, Tobago East and West, and or convince Kojo, and of course the other parliamentary representative, to see whether or not they could resign and trigger a by-election. All of those discussions we exploited. And today, to hear that he has literally given up to Farley and what he called Farley and Friends, and he has removed, of course, the PDP from the reaches of Farley and others, I think is a tremendous development that we have to continue to monitor and to see what is happening. But I mean, I am troubled as well that he could talk about all these Trinidad-based contractors and persons who may have been aspiring, looking to be contractors as well, and are being told, as Farley did in fact, and some others who are in the camp of Farley are saying that persons are not qualified and therefore should not, for the time being at least, get any contracts. And we have been saying that you have to create the facilitation, the conditionalities where new players come on board, and you do not want to, of course, further support the status quo, which of course will only mean that you are continuing a policy of the PNM. So it's very interesting times moving forward.
But I also see, besides, I think it was you read from the chairman, it also have a news release out there by Hochel Charles, stating plain that Farley needs to get in line. You cannot disrespect your political leader. You don't do it so. Hochel Charles speak out on it. Many people are speaking out on the move on how Farley is operating. And then now to understand the key back of what's going on in Tobago, the key back of the poor people getting jobs, the key back in people getting contracts, is all on Farley. And now to know that, look at that, the Ground Report 104, who helped them get there. We can get a communications contract to say, promote what it is the THA is doing Farley them doing. But to hear that Duke a legend, the political leader, that Farley them are meeting and giving contracts to the P&M finances them. Farley them feeding the P&M still.
It appears
that's
that
wrong.
Deeper than that. And it appears that it's deeper than that because the political leader now of the PDP is saying that some bag of money, that physical money that was traveled between Trinidad and Tobago, and of course
for Farley. Well, alleged Farley.
Yeah, allegedly, of course. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Allegedly, putting Farley in the middle of that, and that is troubling. That is very troubling, and it demonstrates, of course, if it turns out to be true, the level of hypocrisy and the self-righteous indignation that seem to be the moral pillar on which Farley seemed to rest his argument and his case and to fight against Watson Duke. Is it that he's capitalizing?
Is it that the bag of money is from the P&M to destroy Duke and to mash up the scenes?
Before the court, and therefore is capitalizing on that. Something like what the present prime minister would do, capitalize on that situation, because let's face it, the man, I don't know about Watson Duke, brought the party to where it is today. They are now handsomely positioned in the THA, and whether or not it was a case of exploitation and being used, and if it is merely a tremendous political stroke, well, I think Watson Duke is in a good place.
Wow. So I am shocked by hearing, because I hear Tobago Mother Bernie cry out, Silver Fox cry out, and then now to be hearing when the crowd get to the ground, meet the people will walk, the people want this, the people want that. I am so shocked now to hear while Tobagonians ain't getting nothing. Farley, it's alleged now through the political leader of the PDP that he have been giving contracts to all the P&M contractors them. So now that will leave me to now think. Remember, Lennox Smith, you always hear me saying that my mind bothered me about this secret meeting, this private meeting with Rowley. And right after that meeting, the deafening silence of the THA and the PDP. Remember, I did mention that. Remember, I also
you are on
the
public
deafening silence.
Having expressed your concern, yes.
And that the THA here will make him watch it suspicious. All you win, all in there handsome. The people of Tobago need a transformation. They need to move forward, but yet still, all the people that go to them, the excuse they're getting from this new THA is they have no money. Things had to put in place. This, that, all the gain is talk. Talk, and what it is they need to have in order to execute to the people of Tobago is money. And if it's so, why the deafening silence from Farley, the THA secretary? From the beginning he is, the buck stops with he. Why the deafening silence against Coleman Burt and Rowley and the P&M administration not giving Tobago what it wants? Over London was there, and over London voice used to be heard. Why Farley voice is not being heard when it's coming to what Tobago wants? Remember, I tell all your Farley waiting for when UNC come in power to start to say, Kamala, we need this, because somehow Farley can't tell the P&M. So it looked like this new clip is P&M. So it looked like P&M win. P&M undermine the PDP and put their subordinates in the position to be still in power, because why? The P&M contractors and financiers still getting all the work. That was a master move by the P&M boy. They use Watson and put one of the very own Farley. Farley's a P&M, you know. Don't jump by, jump low, you know. Well, you can't remember when he was young and he went and got the award and he threatened over London to take his position. Lennox Smith, you can remember that? Oh God, boy!
I'm not saying Are you hearing me? I'm not, and I'm getting you clearly.
All right, here it is. Get Director Koffer a call there. Tell him that we need to be simultaneous. That you need to hear me through your phone the same time.
All right.
Right, because you're not hearing me. Let me take some calls. Yeah, let me take some calls, man. Farley was a PNM earlier. This is a fact. When he threatened over London his work, all that time Farley and his PNM. As he went into a secret meeting with Rowley. How could we be hearing now? That's alleged Ricky Ragunanan, this one, that one. All the PNM finances and them in Tobago and Farley getting them contracts. But the big unions can't get nothing. So Farley is a wicked man, boy. So the 20-something people that were stranded, you fight them they deserve to get money. But PNM contractors and finances, them deserve the money yet. Not the Tobagonians yet. Something wrong. I know I'm telling all you. I feel the PNM win. PNM still running Tobago. The direction, they want my vibes tell me the PNM running Tobago through Farley. Morning caller.
Yes, man. Morning, Silver Fox here.
Tobago, Silver Fox. Where's the vibes now? Talk to me now, boy. This thing hot in my brain, boy.
Silver Fox. Boy, it hurting me too. When I fight and we vote for PDP to and win elections, I say PNM done with. I didn't understand Farley would be this kind of man, boy. Just in my village right now is a Trinidad contractor doing a little wall in my village. And it have Tobago contractors, young fellas, home. They are getting nothing. They are getting no food from Farley. What is wrong with Farley? What is wrong with that young man? Farley, oh God. Farley, you say he's a Christian. Tobagonians, we have voted for you for that. We have voted for that, Farley boy. Oh God, Farley. Farley, lift up your head and say he's a godly man. Farley, we want help here. You only helping Trinidadian contractors over here. You bringing them up and them taking all the work from your local. Tobagonians, we have to stand up against this. Tobagonians, forget we have to stand up. We have to come together and stand up against this. Farley cannot be running this country like PNM. Tobago is not belongs to Farley. I went personally to Farley to get a little job from a little boy. Farley telling me, yet nothing yet in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time he gonna get something because something with the union that he had to meet with the union before he started hire, something like that, alleged. I have to use the word alleged. Right? Up to now, this is 9 months now. 9 months now, and nothing from him. Only old talk, sweet talk does not buy nothing.
But Silver Fox, how this man could he have a real sweet tongue, boy? Farley only does talk more than his work hour. He have a real sweet tongue.
The man could real talk. He could talk and win an Academy Award for talking. The man could win anything for talking because he just has it in him. He's just a talker. He's just a sweet talker. Right? You don't take sweet talk to the bank. You don't take sweet talk to the grocery. You don't take sweet talk no way. You have to be positive for the man of God. You say it's a 7 days. All the 7 days people getting work. Finally, go stop it. Stop your foolishness. And some people still following your foolishness. Some people will come now and attack me. But Farley is not no good. I still rather juke 300%, 300 times than Farley. Farley, you disappoint Tobagonians. Farley, you disappoint us. Farley, man, oh God, you will not have a place in heaven. You will not have a place
so
in heaven.
So Tobagonians can't get no contract, no work. But PNM contractors getting all the work in Tobago thanks to Farley.
Tobagonians grumbling, but